Hi there digital people of YouTube, welcome to today's video where we're going to break down which league is better out of North America's Major League Soccer, or MLS, and Saudi Arabia's Pro League. Spoiler alert, we're not just teasing you, we do reveal a genuine and factual answer here, so stick around till the end to find out. Now, if I'd asked one of our malnourished unpaid interns this question 2 or 3 years ago, they would have laughed, probably coughed a little, and then spluttered out, "What's the Saudi Pro League?" And that would have been a very valid question. While the MLS has been relatively well known and followed in the wider football world for quite some time ever since David Beckham set foot there in 2007, the Saudi Pro League is a different story. Oil-rich Saudi Arabia seem very cognizant of a near-future world where they are no longer able to rely on their oil reserves to remain a global financial powerhouse, and they seem to view a hostile takeover of popular sports as a route to establishing a new reputation and subsequent income streams in the future. They have very recently been propelled into the forefront of global football thinking due to their extremely aggressive strategy of purchasing high-profile players from European leagues, and it all started with one man, Cristiano Ronaldo. He left Man United at the start of 2023 to join Al-Nassr, and from that point onwards the floodgates opened. Since then, to name just a few, we've seen the likes of Neymar, N'Golo Kanté, Karim Benzema, Fabinho, Aymeric Laporte, Alexander Mitrovic, Sadio Mane, Riyad Mahrez, Jordan Henderson, Roberto Firmino, Ruben Neves, Kalidou Koulibaly and many more swap high-level European football for the sparsely populated stadiums of the Saudi Pro League. And while some players have clearly already massively regretted that move and jumped ship back to Europe, we're looking at you Jordan Henderson, it's clear that the influx of elite footballers in the Saudi League is just getting started, and there are likely many more who will make that step. But there is one fairly high profile player that the Saudi fat cats couldn't tempt with their wheelbarrows full of cash, a little known player from Argentina named Leo Messi. In the summer of 2023, despite heavy courting from the Saudis, he decided to go somewhere else instead, Inter Miami, David Beckham's new MLS franchise. Now, Messi isn't the only big name to have made the move from Europe to America over the years. We already mentioned Beckham, but the likes of Thierry Henry, Kaká, David Villa, Gareth Bale, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Wayne Rooney, Steven Gerrard, Andrea Pirlo and many more have sampled what the MLS has to offer to varying degrees of success. And since Messi joined last year, a bunch of his old pals from Barcelona have also signed a contract for Inter Miami in an attempt to roll back the glory days of the early 2010s. Or just to keep Messi happy and content so that both the league and its major sponsor Apple can continue to milk as much money from him as possible. Either way. But Messi making this recent move does create the question that this video is going to attempt to answer. Which of the two leagues is best? Well, if we were to answer it in the most simplistic way, then the answer is MLS. Teamform.com ranks the MLS as the 53rd best league in the world, with the Saudi Pro League ranked at 66, just below England's League One and above Venezuela's Primera Division. But let's dig a little bit deeper and see if the hastily pulled research our underperforming interns found paints a different picture. Looking at this interesting article in August 2023 from MLS Multiplex, linked in the description below, a direct comparison between the leagues is difficult, as it involves various factors such as league structure, the number of teams, and of course, player market values. And players are constantly moving and shifting, so these variables shift all the time. But in August 2023, when this article was written, they analysed the MLS as being ahead of the Saudi League in terms of total valuation. MLS was worth 1.25 billion euros, surpassing the 755 million euros of the Saudi League. However, it is important to note that the MLS has 29 teams and 866 players, while at that time the Saudi League had only 18 clubs and 500 players. The most striking differentiator between the leagues is how the money within them is financially distributed. In the United States, the MLS demonstrates a more balanced financial control among its teams. The disparity between the most valuable squad, Inter Miami, and the least valuable, Montreal, is less than threefold. In contrast, in the Saudi Pro League, this difference is stark, with the Al Hilal squad worth 32 times more than that of Al Riyadh. Clearly there are some favoured clubs within the league hierarchy, and this isn't exactly a secret. The leadership of the Saudi Pro League announced in June 2023 that 4 clubs will be taken over by the PIF, the Public Investment Fund, and be the leaders in acquiring high-profile players from Europe. Seems pretty fair. Anyway, back to the MLS. While it doesn't boast the same concentration of media-famous stars, the North American League demonstrates a more even distribution of talent, which should contribute to more sustainable long-term development and overall fan interest. Let's look a little more at fan interest now. When it comes to attendances, the MLS reigns supreme here with an average of 22,000 fans attending each game. The Saudi League averages just over 8,000, with many games involving globally known stars hitting the news for the wrong reasons, with just a handful of fans showing up. Now, we know these leagues are in different stages of their evolution. The MLS has been building consistently for many years, whereas the Saudi Pro League very recently seems to have decided to speedrun its way to success by buying every high-profile player they possibly can. But if we're looking to answer the question of this video right now, it does seem an obvious one. Right now, MLS is a slightly stronger league. Perhaps that will change over time as more global superstars make the move to the Middle East, but currently the MLS is a better league overall. Here at the Score FC, we're going to run a little experiment and send one of our unpaid interns to the Saudi Pro League and another one to the MLS for 6 months to watch as many games as they can and report back with their findings. We aren't covering the cost of their flights, accommodation or food, but we have very generously offered to cover part of their phone bill each month so that they can report back to us about which league is more interesting to watch. We'll then make another video in a few months with the results if both of those unpaid interns manage to survive.
Hell no.
Until next time, remember to like and subscribe.